If you'd like to hear the full episode or any of the scenario archives, be sure to subscribe and click the link in our bio. Also, like and follow the Scenario Radio Show on all of our social media platforms for more real talk with the playlist. Peace.
Rough Riders Anthem. That was B Cub's pick from his senior year. DMX.
My fault. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
What?
It took me back, bro. Like, that's what. My bad, Van. Go ahead.
So I gotta
get in the corner because
were you barking like that your senior year? Like, was that a thing for you?
I may have been by myself. You know, you just kind of get into it because, especially like during the album, like when he prays and stuff, you just feel like, oh, you just get moved. So it may have been a bark or two.
A little bark, mid prayer bark. Okay,
mid prayer bark.
All right, I'm not gonna judge you for that, because we're gonna leave that alone. But right now, we're going to keep our conversation going as we discuss education and the Black student. We're going to talk about Black-owned schools. And that means we have 5 fast facts. And today, joining us with 5 fast facts from the Scenario Radio Show Research Department, Angela D. Strickland, who usually hosts a segment called "If You Don't Know, Now You Know."
No. The
echo. Fade away with the fade away.
Yeah, lean back. All right. Angie, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing well. All right. So tell us a little bit about the schools that you've chosen and why you chose them.
Okay. So I only chose 5 schools because it's 5 fast facts. But just so you know, this is a small representation of a whole bunch of African-American owned schools throughout the country. And I tried to get a list that kind of represented different types of Black schools. So people know that there are different choices out there if they want something different for their children. So that's kind of what the list is going to look like.
All right.
All right. So first up, we have Vanguard Preparatory Academy. It is actually a virtual K through 12 school. And it's designed for parents and students who still want that structure of the school day. You know, so you're in class maybe at 8 till whatever time and stuff. So you still have that structure and you have the traditional schedule, but it's all virtual. And so we know with the last few years, you know, some parents actually need that option and some kids need that option for health reasons and other reasons. So, and they have a tuition. It's about $8,000 to $10,000 a year, but that's for that considers different grades and also what type of curriculum you're actually taking, because they do offer part-time curriculum, full-time, you know, those types of things. So, you know, maybe you only want to go one semester virtual or something like that. They actually work with you like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Vanguard. All right, next up, we have Piney Woods School in Piney Woods, Mississippi, a very small town in Mississippi. But this school was actually founded in 1909. It's like a hidden gem. And it's one of 4 historically African-American boarding schools in the United States. And it boards grade 8 through 12. So it's a high school. And the tuition, you know, kind of be a little costly. It's $35,000, but it's a sliding scale. So they'll work with you and they have scholarships and financial aid and things like that. But it's not the only boarding school. It's not even the oldest boarding school. The oldest boarding school is actually in North Carolina. It's a school called Laurinburg Institute. And it was actually founded in 1904. And fun fact, Dizzy Gillespie graduated from there.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I was waiting for something good because I was about to say, you want me to pay $35,000 to send my child to Mississippi? Okay. I mean, I could just take that money and I can go buy like a couple of counties a week now.
But you know what? When I think of boarding schools, I think of some of our affluent African Americans who live in areas where other affluent people live who don't seem to look like us, and they maybe want their kids to have some type of cultural connection or something like that, so their kids can actually go to school with people who look like them and you know, get that level of comfort or something like that. So yeah, because $35,000 is a lot, but like I said, they do have financial aid and scholarships.
Right.
All right, next we have Austin Christian Vocational Academy. And this was founded in 2000 in Jacksonville, Florida, and it's K through 12. And they offer your traditional courses, but they also offer vocational courses. So they have cosmetology, barbering, auto mechanics, things like that for kids who know that this is what they want to do. I know for a long time we kind of, as a society, kind of look down on vocations, stuff like that. But I mean, vocational skills, make just as much money as some college degrees and even more. Take it from me, okay? I was in child welfare for 20 years, so so that's an option. But they also offer classes like in music production, financial literacy, which everybody needs.
Nice.
African American studies, and the wonderful thing about this school is absolutely free.
Whoa.
So this is something you're looking for your children. You might want to go to Jacksonville.
All right.
Duval.
Right. That's so funny. Y'all both did it though. That's hilarious.
All right. And so next we have our Della School of Coding and Design. And this is a relatively new school, which a school of coding and design would be new because coding and designing is kind of new. But it's actually founded by a sister. Her name is Dr. Lavanya Smith. And this is a private school, and it actually it's an early, it's for younger children. It's K through 5. So it really gets them into technology early on. And so it provides education that involves traditional learning and, with the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math. And the tuition for this school is $5,500. And they have bi-weekly and monthly payment plans, though. So you don't have to come up with that money all at one time.
All right.
Cool.
Yep. And last but not least, this is not technically a school. This is an organization. And it's the National Black Home Educators organization. And it's founded in Baker, Louisiana. And it's founded by actually a couple. Their last name is Burgess, Eric and Joyce Burgess. And they founded it in 2000. And they have 5 children who they homeschool and all graduated from homeschool. And so this is the organization that if you are interested in homeschooling your child, you can join the organization and get the support and assistance you need to homeschool your child. And anything from education materials, support networks, those types of things. And the membership is going to range from $40 to $500 depending on, the level of assistance you need. So those are different forms of education you can get, and you can get it from a Black-owned school or a Black-run organization.
All right, that's great stuff. We're going to make sure that we have all of that information on our social media. You'll find it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter as this show comes out. So that if you want to look further into it, you can do that. But before we get ready to wrap 5 Fast Facts up, let's find out what Angie's song pick is for her senior year.
My senior year, this song came out my senior year, and I'm kind of a few years away from my senior year, and this song still does the same thing. So it's to me, it's a timeless song. It's Treat 'Em Right by Club Rock. Never let me down. Every time it comes on, people are always ready to dance. I don't care who you are. Me and my daughters have always, liked this song and stuff like that. So it's generational. And Chubb was dropping all kind of knowledge and stuff in the song, anything from Yusef Hawkins to telling rappers how they should treat their fans and stuff like that. So Chubb Rock, Treat 'Em Right.
All right, before we let you go, I just got to know one thing. You said it does the same thing to you now as it did back when you graduated. Do you still do the same dance moves, or do you try some new stuff?
I do the same moves. I just don't do them as long, After the first verse is over. As soon as the song comes on, I'm going to get up and start dancing. But by the time the first verse is up, I'll be sitting back down again.
If you'd like to hear more from the Scenario Radio Show, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Don't forget to listen to us on Spotify for some of the dopest playlists. And finally, check us out on YouTube to see what the crew is up to behind the scenes. The Scenario Radio Show, real talk with a playlist.
That's the scenario.